Sometimes in life, you gotta be competitive. You gotta be competitive. What? You're recording, yeah? Okay, let's start the show, man. Welcome to the Isra Show. My name is Mohammed Sarafil, and I'm gonna be the host of the show. Oh yeah, man. We have got Mr. Producer in the background. Shout out to Mr. Producer. This wasn't supposed to be my first episode, you guys. أول حلقة كان المفروض تبقى انترفيو. يعني أنا كنت مخطط المفروض الحلقة دي تنزل أصلا الأسبوع اللي فات. أنا كنت مخطط في الأول إن يبقى عندنا what's it called? An interview podcast with a friend of mine. I'm in Egypt for 10 years. I known him for 6. So the conversation will flow perfectly. So I was going to talk to him about things we've been through, talk about university, I had questions written down ready for the podcast. I'm like, yalla bina. I got the interview, I got the guest, let's go. A day before the shoot, my friend cancelled and he said he couldn't do it. And I'm like, okay. بتحصل. Life happens. It's okay. We see obstacles, we jump over them. That's what we do here. The show must go on. That I'm like, okay, خلاص. I cancelled the shoot اللي هو المفروض يوم السبت. يعني كانت الجمعة كان عندنا shoot يوم السبت I cancelled the shoot. I couldn't make it. So I scratched the paper and then I'm like, let's start again. New ideas, new script. So I was writing down. Thinking about topics to talk about, thinking about like, it's the first solo episode. So I'm like, هقول لكم ايه؟ وحاجة غريبة اللي هو اقعد اتكلم عن نفسي فقلت اللي هو اتكلم عن topics بتحصل ساعتها. I was talking about the Paralympics and I had funny jokes talking about the Paralympics and how TikTok admin is crazy. But I'm like, okay, so I wrote it down. كل حاجة كانت جاهزة وبعدين حجزت الشوت. I'm like, okay, I got the shoot ready. I called the studio. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot my episode. Okay. يوم قبل التصوير نفس الحاجة يوم قبل التصوير I got sick like I've never been sick before. I went to the hospital and all that. Alhamdulillah, I'm 10-10 now. And I thought to myself, okay, I have to rethink this whole thing. The Isra show, I have to rethink it. I'm like, okay, مبدئيا the content I was writing down for the الكلام اللي كنت بكتبه كان كلام كويس كان كلام بتضحك أنا كنت بضحك وأنا بكتبه. But I was like, that's not me. Like, I might read it, I might write it, I might say a joke and that'll be funny, but that's not actually the purpose of the show. Like, I had to really sit down and think about, like, what's this purpose of the show? And I found out here that I have this side of technical side to me that I've tapped in through دراسة, through كلية, through الحاجات دي. But I've got this untapped potential of creativity that comes to me when I'm showering, comes to me when I'm training, comes to me when I'm going in the morning for a run. And it just comes to me and I have like sick ideas that I want to pursue, but I don't have the platform to do so. So that's why I made the Isra show. It's like my podcast where why I like podcasting is like, there's no rules to podcasting. So I can do a 20-minute video, I could do a 30-minute video, I can do 2 hours, 3 hours of videos, al hasab the conversation or al hasab the content of the thing. So I could have come on today and say to you guys, okay, I'm going to introduce myself, but I believe that this podcast is going to be here forever. I'm going to do this to the day I die, inshallah, biznillah. And I feel like this is going to be a relationship that we build. I'm not going to tell you everything about me right now. And then you're going to find out through the many years together. This show is going to have ups and downs, and I'm ready for it. And guess what? I enjoy when I sat back down to write this episode, I actually enjoyed writing down because I was actually writing down things that I cared about. Like one of the things I care about are insights. Like I'm in this point of my life where I'm self-improving. Like I'm 23 and they say peak male performance. like انك تبقى الراجل المثالي لازم تكون السن 33. انا عندي 23 سنة فعندي 10 سنين 10 years to do my best. And I feel like that's a long enough period of time for me to perfect my art, perfect what I'm doing, get stronger, get richer, get smarter. And that's what I'm trying to do. I will take you guys with me on the road. And it's going to be sick. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to enjoy every single part of it. So I'm going to have these parts of the episodes where I'm going to have solo podcasts where it's just me and you guys. And I talk about things I've learned this week, things I've tried out, different steps, different quotes that stuck on my brain and helped me through my day-to-day life. And I'll do an episode where I'm talking with my friends, I'm doing interviews with people where it's actually real culture stuff and we're making it funny jokes and doing actual podcasting where we ask questions, learn about other people, and have a fun time. So I'm gonna do both. I'm trying to do both, inshallah. And it's gonna be hard for me to do 2 episodes a week, but I'm gonna try my best. Like if I have an interview episode, I'm gonna put it out. If I have a solo podcast, I'm gonna try to put it out. The solo podcast is easier to record than the interview, because I'm connected to someone. This one, it's like I could do whenever I want. Like I can make it like I can say every Thursday, or every Tuesday, or every Saturday that I'm gonna release an episode of me doing a solo podcast. Oh, solo episode. I keep saying solo podcast, solo episode. Okay. So the layout of this show is going to be like, okay, عندك يوم interview وعندك يوم تاني معايا أنا. فتبقى حلوة، تبقى عندي أفكار تانية اللي هو إيه، عندي vlogs that I want to put in، عندي game shows that I want to do، I want a specific trend I want to do. I'm going to do it on my show. That's why I didn't call it the Isra podcast. I call it the Isra Show. Is that anything can be a show. And that's what I believe to be. So on this podcast, so I like to call this segment Insights with Isra. I feel like that's a cool name, yeah. Isra, Insights with Isra. So the first insight is, let's read out. You once wanted the life you have. And if you don't like the life you have, you probably don't like the life you want. And when I first heard this, I'm like, I don't understand. I had to reread it, and I'm like, مش فاهم قصدك انت بتقول ايه. يعني اللي هو الحياة اللي انت عايشه دلوقتي كان يوم من الأيام حلمك. وين يوم من الأيام دي انت كنت بتحلم انك تبقى عندك الحياة دي، وانت دلوقتي مش مبسوط بالحاجة اللي عندك. يبقى what does that mean in the future? Like the things that you're looking forward to, the things that you want now, are you actually going to be happy when you get it? And that's why I feel like life, most people are chasing something. And I felt like personally, I felt like أنا كمحمد كنت بدور اللي هو إيه، هوصل الرقم المبلغ ده إمتى، هوصل الوزن ده إمتى، هوصل اللي هو that score, that grade. How am I gonna get that goal? And I always believe that once I get that goal, I'm gonna be happy. But اللي أنا لقيته اللي هو فعلا لا، أول ما نوصل المكان أنا أجيب إيه، ليه ما جبتش A plus؟ أكسر وزن، أعمل 100 كيلو، ليه ما عملتش 110 كيلو أو 200 كيلو؟ لما حد اسمه إيه، he's making money, he's like he makes 50k a year. He's like, okay, why don't I make 100k a year? Or why don't I make 1 million? Why don't I make 10 million? Why don't I make 1 billion? Everyone's just chasing that goalpost just keeps going forward and forward. So the pursuit of the happiness that comes with the goals is a waste of a pursuit. And that's what I believe. And I believe that the pursuit of life is supposed to be the work. The work you do is supposed to be fun. انت واحد بتتمرن تمرين. Let's say you're training, let's say a bench. And you want to do 100 kg on the bench. And then I'll tell you, okay, if that's your goal and if that's going to bring you happiness, you keep training that. You keep training bench, until you reach 100 kg. And I'm like, that's not going to bring you happiness. Loving benching is going to make you pass 100 kg, making you make 200 kilo, 300 kilo. عشان انت بتحب تعمل التمرين. فانت اول ما تحس انك فعلا you are doing this for the sole purpose of that you love it, that you actually really care about the work, things are going to come easy. So I believe the pursuit of happiness is a false pursuit. It's like you're going after something that does not exist. The goalpost just keeps going forward and forward. Like you are not going to have the thing that you pursued. انت مش هتلاقي. هتعيش طول حياتك بتجري ورا حاجة مش هتلاقيها، وهتلاقي نفسك فجأة بقيت 50 سنة وانت ما عندكش الحاجة اللي انت عاوزه، مش مبسوط. ما هو الانبساط مش بتيجي مع الشيء او ما تيجيش مع الشخص. لو انت بتحب الحاجة اللي انت بتعمله مهما توصل the success comes in as a byproduct. If I actually love benching, heck, 100 kg is just a milestone that's going to come in and I'm going to move on because I just love benching. Oh, I like drawing. If I like drawing, yeah, once I pause doing simple drawings, I'm gonna start doing paintings. I'm gonna start doing artwork. I'm gonna start doing museums. And I don't see these as goals. I just see them as things that I just come. Sorry to interrupt the episode, man. I want to tell you a secret, man. I want to tell you a very important secret. You gotta come close. I said come closer, man. Just a little bit closer. No, back up. Go back. نفس يا ابني. عايزين اللي اعرف اللي انت بتعمله ده. Yeah, the secret is subscribe. Support the show, man. Subscribe, like the episode, man. Subscribe. I told you to subscribe. Second insight is doing what you love. Yes. I'll give you a story. أنا كنت في ثانوية عامة عادي، كنت علم علوم، ولما خلصت علم علوم ما جاليش طب فدخلت صيدلة. مش مهم كل الجامعة، بس أنا دخلت صيدلة وقعدت أول سنة. لما شفت the life of the amount of effort I was putting in to studying and the amount of outcomes I got, I was like yo, انا ما خدتش بالي بحاجه. يعني انا في الاول I was blissful. كنت بذاكر وكنت بشوف الدرجات وكنت بشوف القشطه. يعني دي الحاجه اللي كنت بعملها في ثانويه عامه بعملها في الكليه. وبعدين حصل كام حاجه، كام ظرف في حياتي، واضطريت اللي هو اخرج بره الكليه واخرج بره الجامعه. وبعدين لما قلت اكمل الدراسه كان عندي اختيارين، يا اخش اكمل صيدله يا go in computer science. So I'm like, okay, I'm interested in computer science, let me go into computer science. So at the beginning I was like the difference between computer science to me and صيدله and pharmacy is that I was interested in computer science. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. I put in the same effort. Let's say I put 40% effort on pharmacy. I put the same 40% effort in computer science and I got double the outcome. I was like, wow. يعني أنا بدي نفس المجهود أو مجهود أقل من صيدلة وبجيب درجات أعلى من أنا كنت بجيبه في صيدلة. So I'm like, okay, there's something going on. So if I give 100% effort in programming, I will have double the results or double the outcomes than I had in pharmacy. And then I'm like, okay, how can I reflect this in my life? لو أنا بعمل الحاجة، لو الحاجة اللي أنا بشتغل فيه، لو لقيت الحاجة اللي أنا بحبه، عامل connection. Computer science, I was just interested. Imagine I did something I loved. That percentile would be exponential. It would be like, okay, how much I love it is like multiplied to how much work, how much effort I can put in. Most people believe, لو انت لقيت الشغل اللي انت بتحبه عمرك ما تحس انك بتشتغل. لا, that's false. You're gonna work so hard that you're so tired, but the tools that you're using is gonna feel soft. It's gonna feel easy. You're gonna enjoy doing the thing. So you're going to be exponentially higher than most people. People's average is like this. Like they succeed like this. You're going to succeed like this. Just because you love doing what you do. Like I've got a quote that I keep saying it. That when you start doing things that you love, they work, you play. I keep saying that to myself. They work, you play. And you can never be a person that's playing. You can never be a person at his own game. Because he loves just playing. He can play for hours, he can play for days, he can play for months. But you working hard, yeah, plus enjoying it, I feel like that's the biggest competitive advantage you can get. And that's the two insights I have for today. Like, first of all, find what you like. No, first of all, not wanting happiness is the main thing. Don't go for happiness. Happiness just comes. Do things that work hard, improve yourself, try to get smarter, try to get stronger, try to get healthier, and then happiness will come. Most people say accept yourself. Like you have this big dilemma online. عندك حاجة من الاثنين. Yeah, you either accept yourself and go against the world, or go against the world and accept the world and go against yourself. وهتلاقي online كتير من الناس او هتلاقي قرايبك هتلاقي صحابك يقول لك لا accept yourself. Yeah, you have to love yourself. Self-love is very important. I'm like, yeah, that's true, but don't accept the person you are now, the version of you now, because I believe there's a better version of you. There's a better version of me. I believe that I'm not the best version of myself. I'm going to be the 10 times better in a few months, in a few years, I'm going to be 10 times better. I accept that person. I believe that person is the person I want to be, not this person. This person is a project I'm working on. Is a game. Life is a game, man. I feel like that I'm trying to improve myself and try to become the person I believe I can be. And when you accept that person and do the thing that you love, what's stopping you? What's stopping you in the life of game? Or the game of life? I want to end this topic by saying, yeah, like I had I had a conversation with Mr. Beast here, and he told me that the most important rule of content creating, and if you want to do a podcast, if you want to do a YouTube video, it's bye.